Dak is 0-5 when the Cowboys run for less than 100 yards. We stuff the run and create long drives on offense. We can win. Yeah, I'm starting to think the Niners are going to win this game. I mean, it's not a certainty because they have an arsonist at quarterback who also puts out the fire after he starts it. I mean, I don't really feel super confident picking the Niners to beat anyone with Jimmy Garoppolo, who lost to Colt McCoy this year. But yes, I do kind of think the Niners should win this game. They probably will be underdogs too. Kyle has never been super short with the media the longer the season has gone on. Like, he was on the hot seat, or someone was, with a playoff spot locked up. Does he open up more and doesn't seem as short? I think so. He was in a great mood yesterday, wasn't he? Like, he didn't give me any type of attitude when I asked a question. I asked, it was kind of a softball. Like, how resilient is your team? They were 3-5. Now they're in the playoffs. You were down 17-0. You won. And he gave me a lot of eye contact, smiled, answered at length, which he hasn't done in months with me, even when I asked, innocuous questions. So maybe I do think that while he may not have been on the hot seat, like a lot of people were, and he was responsible for that. And they might have brought in someone to oversee him, which is, kind of like being on the hot seat. Now you got a boss. I want a boss. He's his own boss over there. That's what you want to be in life. If you've been one, your own boss, you know what I'm talking about. Grant, going into Dallas this week, clear eyes, full hearts. Can't lose. Can't lose. I'm on season 5. Almost done with that show. Tim Riggins, Coach Tyler. I watch that show so much that anytime I go out places and I say thank you, I do it like Coach Taylor. I'm like, thank you. I'm not from Texas, but now I'm like Derek Carr, where I just like throw in a little twang just to be obnoxious. I don't know why Derek Carr does that. He's from Bakersfield. Damn, Vish, you sound like Stafford's. Oh, man. Well, beautiful, unbelievable throws. How beautiful was that completion to Ambry Thomas? Well, he's gone. Sorry, you guys aren't going to be able to get at Vish anymore about his affinity for Stafford, but I think you'd like Stafford if he was on the Niners and he could hand off and have a run game. Dallas dropping 50 points on a terrible team is not impressive. Niners have beat much tougher opponents than Dallas. Also, Wisnowski injured is concerning. Yeah, but the Niners played the Eagles and scored like 17 points. Dallas played them and scored 50. I think the Niners can beat Dallas, maybe should beat Dallas, but I wouldn't just write off Dallas. Like, the Niners do have an arsonist at quarterback. Don't discount that. The game plan this week is simple. Don't have turnovers and run the ball. Dallas is winless when they don't get 100-plus rushing and are 24th per rushing on D. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good call, Jose. It's pretty clear. Just stick to the script and win the way they normally win, Niners-wise. Chris Royal says we have a disadvantage when it comes to the quarterback position, regardless to who we play. We have the worst quarterback in the playoffs. Play like yesterday, we're good. Not if Jimmy plays like yesterday. Jimmy's going to have to play a lot better than he played yesterday. And I do think having a big disadvantage at the quarterback position is going to get the Niners at some point. The Dark Azrael says, who is going to start at DB because Norman and Johnson? It's going to be Mosley and Ambry, who are actually both, they both intercepted passes yesterday. So that's not a bad option. And K1 should come back. Niners could have home field advantage in the Super Bowl. Ha! Good point. I hadn't thought of it that way, since that is like their home away from home. Orium, thank you. Ant-Man says, seeing Packer fans not wanting to see the Niners. Okay. I can't speak on that, and I don't know what it means. Thank you for becoming a member. That was nice, LLJ. Thank you for becoming a member, Dominic. Appreciate you. Orium, thank you again for the $2. Tyler, very generous, $5. Thank you. I'm a Niner fan from Texas, where everyone I know is a Cowboys fan. My house is going to get a little hostile. I just think it's cool to have the Niners and the Cowboys playing a playoff game. When I fell in love with football, it was watching the Niners play the Cowboys in the playoffs when Steve Young was the quarterback and Deion Sanders was the corner and Jerry Rice was on the team. That's like the ultimate football rivalry to me, Niners and Cowboys. And it's back. It's for the first time since I was 6. I think it's quite cool. I get to cover it now. When I was 6, I rooted for the Niners. Now I make snarky jokes on Twitter. That's true, though. Jan Evander says, we'll see how scoring 3 points in the first half goes against Dallas, Tampa, and or Green Bay. Jimmy is consistently inconsistent. Yeah, that's a great point. It worked against the Rams, but the Niners own the Rams, just like the Seahawks own the Niners. The Niners are going to have to do better. Jimmy's going to have to do better than 3 points in the playoffs. In the first half. Rebirth of the 90s SF boys playoff rivalry. Yeah. The rebirth of the 90s, the rebirth of Slick. The 90s were a good time. Vish doesn't know. He was technically born in the 90s, though, I think. 99, technically. Niner gang, our house. Stop it, Steve. LOL. Stop it, Steve? Happy New Year to you and Vish and all the GMs in the chat. Niners should beat the Cowgirls, but it gets tougher after that. Greetings from San Diego. Yeah, I mean, I just think they're going to run out of gas at some point because they're going to have to play 4 road games in a row, which is brutal. Who's ever done that? 4 road games in a row from the West Coast? Now, the first one to LA is not that much, but I know I'm going to be tired if I have to do it, and I don't have to play the games. John, thank you. I'm looking at that like, man, that's a lot of flying. I'm already tired. Rams finally showed up and bullied the Niners the first half. Just need to finish it. Rams, NFC West champs. Vish. Wow, the Ramelia Sports Report is happy and pumped up about what happened yesterday. Your team is going nowhere. They're frauds. They should be embarrassed that they let a 17-0 lead slip away. I don't see how you spin that as a positive the next day. That was pretty weak. Wolf Life Wild says the first interception by Jimmy Garoppolo looked like a TD to Benjamin. He beat the safeties and corner, but Garoppolo got hit as he threw. Niner gang, thanks, Grant and Vish. I will watch that. I will watch for that in the film breakdown tomorrow with Jack. Got to see. Jimmy, is he any good? Yeah, he's any good. That's what he is, any good. I missed the post-game injury report. I know Tart and Huff got hurt. Do you have any details? Shanahan will have the details in an hour and a half. I'm sorry, but they got to have MRIs and stuff. We'll find out at 3:30. OBJ played the best pass defense versus Cooper Kupp. Yeah. OBJ is washed. How about that? It's eye-opening to watch rookie Ambry Thomas improve with playing time. The same would have happened with Lance. Take it as far as you can with Jimmy Garoppolo. Yeah. Yeah, it's too bad. It just seems like this team is so loaded that they should be better than 10-7. They should be a legit Super Bowl contender, and they're not because – finish that sentence. I don't know. You tell me. Or maybe they are. I don't know. We'll see what happens. The Niners, hard to write them off after they just won that game the way they did yesterday. Rams quarterback was Chris Everett, if you recall. That's right. Good point. So I was born in 88. That was before my time. You have the best job. You were calling for Kyle's job all year, but everyone forgets because you're giving him love. Like you bought a Parsons jersey for game day. I know, right? Slick, right? I was like, oh, I got to get out in front of this one. No, I never said fire Kyle Shanahan. If you can find me saying that the Niners should fire Kyle Shanahan, I'd like to see it. What I said was if they missed the playoffs, they should trade him. I said that a lot of times. They didn't miss the playoffs. So I say they shouldn't trade him. I'm being consistent here. He can stay for now. I'm just saying. I'm not a Jimmy stan, but he def balled out. Still thinking he's gone next year? I don't know, man. He might win the Super Bowl. Let's see what. Yes, I think he's gone next year, but let's see how the season ends up. I thought he was going to get benched at halftime last week, and then he came out and, was clutch at the end. I wasn't for Debo. We wouldn't be talking about playoffs, Jimmy garbage until the end. That's kind of what I'm trying to say, but hard to say that today. We'll talk about that later in the week when we can be a little bit more real. Can the Niners pressure Dak the same way they pressured Stafford? Maybe. But I think Dak can move a lot better. What I thought from Stafford is he didn't move well at all. Once there were bodies around him, he was like bracing for contact. He was a little Jimmy-ish. Wasn't impressed with his athleticism. Alejandro, thank you. Thank you. Finally, NFC West predictions. SFLA Tampa Bay thoughts? I mean, I don't know. I think Green Bay is going to win. Tampa's going to win. Maybe the Niners will win. Niners probably have to go to Green Bay next week if they win. That'd be tough. Vish, don't try to talk your way out. That's hilarious. You say what has proven you wrong. How about most interceptions in the league? How about throwing the game away yesterday? Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm not as big of a Stafford guy. He did make nice throws, but what is up with those interceptions? His last few games, he had 6 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Now, again, they don't have a run game, so they're asking him to do too much, and he's doing too much. I think 40 touchdowns is give him a run game, and he doesn't have to force those passes and throw them many picks. So I see it from Vish's perspective, too. Thank you for the donation. Niners have been in playoff mode since losing to the Titans. It's true. Cowboys may have a better quarterback, but we are battle-tested, and Cowboys ain't ready. That's another good reason to pick the Niners, which I'm leaning toward doing for all the reasons we've talked about. Going through the chat. Here we go. David at 142. That was 20 minutes ago. Thank you. I'm catching up. Seth at 143 says Kyle created McVay LaFleur. Niners were 6th seed in 2012. No. The Niners won the division in 2012. They were the 6th seed in 2012.